Hey everybody, it's Ken from Reverend Guitars, and I'm here with Reeves Gabrels. Finally, it is so amazing to have him in the building. And it came around at a very, very fortunate time that we were able to get his band in here. And please check out those videos on our YouTube channel. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Reeves, this is the Spacehawk Supreme.
It is indeed.
We've been working on this for about a year, and we've managed to keep it under wraps, which is fun. You had the 3 pickup Railhammer idea and the idea to incorporate some switching from some of the other models onto the Spacehawk. And the first stage, of course, doing this was making the regular Spacehawk, nothing's regular about any of the Spacehawks.
Well, it does have the one phase.
The original version, a hardtail.
Yeah.
And explain your decision for wanting a hardtail real fast, because that guitar is bitchin'.
Well, I had been playing the Spacehawk with the Bigsby on it a lot, and that was actually in my head. It was designed with you guys, but the things that I wanted it to be were things that I needed with the Cure.
Okay.
And so the humbuckers. There's a lot of parts on Cure songs that are both humbucker or 2 humbuckers in the middle. Mm-hmm. And then there's some interesting sounds from other records, older records, Cure records, that the pickups sound like they're just low output. They're often older. Well, there was a Woolworths guitar that I think was a Tesco or something that Robert played on the first couple of records, or first record, and then he had the pickup put in another better playing guitar. Mm-hmm. But the out of phase setting let me get that slightly ratty, hollow in the middle sounding pickup winner. So that was, and the Bigsby was key. Unless you were really cool about it and didn't get too excited, a fulcrum tremolo like a Floyd Rose or a Strat Trem isn't right for or like the Wilkinson isn't right for most. For a large body of the Cure material.
Sure.
The new stuff that I'm playing on,
you're doing your thing.
The palette is broadened a bit in that regard, but
so we moved that original Spacehawk to the hardtail with traditional humbuckers.
Yeah, and what I found myself then wanting was the I wanted to be able to do double stop bends without everything moving, and I wanted something that just was solid in a certain way, and there were some things that I couldn't get to with the Bigsby. Essentially.
Understood.
I wanted the traditional humbuckers.
Yeah, the traditional on the humbuckers.
Because then that harkened back to some of the double pickup older vintage guitars that were not vintage when they were played originally on the records, but sure. I wanted to be able to get there, and I like when I'm out doing stuff on my own, when I want a semi-hollow blues guitar sound, that's the way to go. And to have the out of phase, I can get the primary sound I've always liked about a Veritone switch.
Sure.
Some guitars have. So that's the reason why the Spacehawk, the Spacehawk that originally had the Bigsby on it and had the Railhammers, has become a hardtail with lower output, straight up humbuckers.
A more straightforward traditional rock guitar.
Yes.
Yes. Yes,
and
indeed.
though this guitar is capable, I mean,
Of course.
of all
Well, doing that opened the door for this.
right. And I one of the things I did was when we were talking about doing the first Spacehawk was I brutalized a guitar that had didn't have have a Bigsby on it. And I had a certain spacing that I wanted because I was certain overtones I wanted,
Sure.
and that being covered, it was that I wanted to have a straight up Spacehawk semi hollow sound. And then this one now has 3 pickups in it, but I can still get just these 2 pickups or these. Then this kind of functions in the same. But when all these there's 2 push pull switches in these the volume and tone control, but this works. The switch up here works like any the 5-position switch you would expect.
Yes.
You know, this is this one, this is both of them, this is the one in the middle, this is, and so forth. And then this is a kill switch, which is like, so, got to have that. And so this is it's a broader palette,
Sure.
essentially, and it can get into like a I'm kind of like the things I've liked about Gretsch guitars, which I've said in the past, that when you roll, because of the capacitor on the volume control, you don't lose the high end. It's a high pass filter, right?
Sure.
Essentially. So when you roll this back out, what would be a number or two, it cleans up and gets that like Buffalo Springfield Stephen Stills sound, which I'm really fond of.
Yeah.
And if I'm in this position, I pull that out. Like that kind of stuff. And then if you put it in the middle, it ain't nothing happening. But it's just on that pickup, and this will throw this out of phase. This will introduce the neck pickup into whatever position you have this.
Yes.
So if I've got it in the neck position, nothing happens here. But if I've got it in the bridge position,
you're adding the neck.
And then I can throw it out of phase. So there's a little bit of a learning curve.
Yeah.
To get like I've only had this a short period of time, so I've gotten there, and it took about an hour to get to the point where I could.
Yeah. It's intuitive once you get used to it.
Yeah.
Trust us. But this is our Alnico Grande pickup in the bridge. And then this is a Hyper Vintage bridge pickup in the middle and the Hyper Vintage neck pickup in the neck. And so again, this,
or as I said earlier, large, extra large. And 2XL.
Yes.
And the best thing is it's hollow and it doesn't feed back.
The volume control push-pull pot activates the neck pickup, what nailers always refer to as a studio switch. And so depending on where you are in the 5-way, you're just adding the neck. It doesn't take anything away. So in the first position, you get the neck bridge split. And in the second position, all 3 pickups are on. And basically in positions 3 through 5, it becomes an unnecessary thing. So if you think of it that way, it's easier to remember.
Yeah.
And then with the out of phase switch, which is on the tone control, that takes the neck pickup out of phase with the other pickups. So if you are doing the bridge neck split, you get the classic out of phase tone that we had in the original Spacehawk, or in the Spacehawk hardtail version, it still does that. And then of course, if you, same thing in the middle position, or if you're running the middle neck together, you get an out of phase position there as well. And then of course, this is the bass contour, which then adds a whole other layer.
I didn't even think of bringing that one up.
Yeah, right, of course. Let's hear some of your favorite sounds.
Well, what I like about the position 2 with it out of phase, is that to me I can get that sort of sympathy for the devil, Keith tone at the end. That it sounds like, it's got it's got that spike to it. And if I push it in, it gets beefier when it's in because it's these 2 pickups in phase. And if I pull this and I'm in this position, we'll get this. Or if I put it in the middle, we get all 3. Things you're not supposed to be able to do with the Bigsby. Which was the other thing that I went. The other thing that I went through with it was I did a search for, and it was admittedly inspired by reading Brian May's about his guitar, that the springs that are in his tremolo were valve springs, and so I got springs from everywhere I could think of, and I found one that worked with the Bigsby, and it was like I'd found it was like gold, and I FedExed it overnight to Joe, and said, and it didn't really, it wasn't exactly the right diameter, but the key to it is it's what became the soft touch spring, and it's longer than the normal Bigsby spring, but but it's softer. It's one of those rare occasions where long and soft is a good thing together. And I didn't say that. And we could have called it the John Holmes. Well, the later part of his career. But anyway, I'm still, because the guitar in its finished form is new to me, I'm still finding things in it.
Oh, I love that.
So that to me, that inspires songs, to me.
Yeah.
A cool sound will make me play something, which will then make me write something, which will, So, explaining what it does is I'm still at a point where I'm learning it.
Yeah.
And the neck pickup is having the hyper vintage in the neck is a sweeter tone than having. I find it sweeter than, say, the chisel.
Yeah.
But the chisel has a thing that is its own, and the handle neck pickup lives up to its name.
Yeah.
But and the fact that it kind of gets hotter and darker as you get to the bridge, but because of its physical location on the guitar, it doesn't get so dark that you lose your top end. It's just girthier. Yeah. So,
and when we did the Reeves Gabrels signature Railhammers, your bridge pickup is just a tiny bit hotter than the Alnico Grande is, and the neck pickup comes in somewhere between the chisel and the hyper vintage when you listen to it. I mean, it doesn't quite have that super honky mid range that the chisel neck pickup does, but it's still more aggressive than the hyper vintage. So this is like, this again is adding another flavor to the stuff that we do in your series of instruments.
Well, and to be able to have a middle pickup by itself.
Yeah.
On a semi-acoustic or semi-hollow guitar, as far as I know, is a new. I've never had I've never seen a guitar with 3 pickups in it, except maybe the old jumbo, like was the L something.
Yeah. Oh, like the Switchmaster thing.
Switchmaster, that's what.
Yeah, sure.
I always think it was the Tom Johnson guitar because the guitar player, a singer from the Doobie Brothers.
Oh yeah, really?
When I was in high school, I remember seeing a video of them. He was playing. He was using it for the video because it was completely hollow.
Yeah.
So you couldn't really stand in front of a Marshall stack and use it.
Nice.
Which, to the contrary. And that's the middle pickup. If you want like a neck pickup-ish sound, but you need a little more bite, that's there.
Yeah,
and that's the hyper vintage bridge pickup normally, but and that's the Alnico Grande. And if I roll off the, if I do the high pass, it gets. You know, all that stuff is in there too. So, and this is the. That's these 2 pickups together. And now if I throw it out as phase, it's like James Brown territory. You know. So that's actually that sound. Having said that sound with distortion. Position 2 with the
phase.
With the out of phase and the high pass filter rolled full. Would it be on or off?
Off.
So I've taken what bass the phase switch hasn't removed. I've removed with the pass filter. And then the other thing, it's almost like a junior or a single P90.
Sure, yeah.
But it's those 2 pickups in phase. And that's the everybody sing setting now in the middle with that pulled. And it's not a bad jazz guitar. And that's all 3 pickups on in phase. Not Huey Lewis. But it's just fun.
Yeah, it is a lot of fun. And we did gold and metallic silver freeze per your request.
Yep.
Dig.
One of each.
Thanks for looking.